How could you do that?
I've saved your necks. Well, yours at least.
You freed the sorcerer, all because you wanted treasure.
Do you seriously believe I thought for 1 second that Munkus would give us a treasure hoard? I made a deal with Munkus because it was the one small chance we had of getting out of there in one piece. Don't you get it? They would have pursued us and made our lives hell. And sooner or later we'd have fallen into their hands. No treasure's worth that.
Do you think anyone anywhere will have a quiet life if that falls into Motroga's hands?
I really didn't know. Hey! Hey, little guy, where are you going? Fine, just go. And next time, just tell me what it's... Wilbur!
He's waking up.
Ah!
Nice and calm now. You're safe here, where zombies...
This is different.
Whoa! You see, he hates us. He's afraid of us. And that's why he hates us. Our committee still has a lot of work to do. Pull yourself together. We won't hurt you. We are the committee for the humane treatment of the undead.
We're trying to improve the bad reputation that the undead have amongst the living.
And amongst the dead.
Because no one seems to like us.
Where is Wilbur? There was a trap and a shadow.
That was me. I knocked you down. You banged your head on a rock. Please, forgive me. I don't really have this body under control yet.
Why did you knock me over? What's happened to Wilbur?
He probably saved your neck.
The chief orc from the camp set that trap. If it caught you both, then it wouldn't only be your little friend who's in trouble.
Wilbur's in an orc camp? Oh man, and it's my fault?
How do you mean?
Well...
Tell us, boy. As you can see, we've been blaming ourselves for this mess.
All right. My name is Nate. I was in Seastone by the Western Ocean. Then along comes this little gnome and...
Story time.
And wham! Everything goes black. Then I wake up and there you are.
You deceived him?
You were only interested in saving your own neck.
Well, it's not exactly like that. Shades of grey.
You should be wearing this pillory.
I've lived with pirates, cutthroats, but never.
Now just hold it right there. Maybe I did behave just a tiny little bit narcissistically.
You sold your friends down the river because you hoped it would help you get out of the whole thing in one piece? No. You have to get Wilbur out of there, and you have to free the elf.
I know, you're right. And I have to get the artifact to safety too.
I will help you if you meant that seriously. My name is Gulliver. You can find me up in my workshop. Come on, body.
Ja.
Får hun der dårlig hjerte?
The water corpse.
Isn't it a lovely day today? My finely tuned intuition is telling me you might have some troubles.
Oh, the trauma, the pain.
Oh, woman stuff? Or proper pain, like physical?
No, 1,000 times worse than that.
Looks like she shouldn't have gone into that deep water without her water wings.
It wasn't an accident. I wanted to kill myself.
It almost worked. Oh well, sweetheart, it's not all bad. Tell your Uncle Nate what's wrong.
Don't make fun of me.
Would I?
You men are so insensitive. Only he wasn't. He understood me.
Who is he?
Maximilian. My Maximilian. Oh, the most beautiful man who ever walked under the stars.
Yes, yes, and then?
Ah, gone. He is gone.
And that's why you wanted to kill yourself?
We were engaged. Maximilian and I were to be married. It was heavenly.
Froskhud.
I, the rich daughter of a mithril merchant, and he...
Get to the tragic bit, please.
I gave him chestfuls of gold and all my jewelry as a token of my love. He was going to use it to arrange the most beautiful wedding ever.
Ah, the con man hoofed it.
He did not hoof it. Something must have happened to him. He must have been held. Perhaps someone kidnapped him. And now he is languishing away in some tower and...
He hoofed it.
He will come back, and we will be reunited like two lovers on...
And why have you chosen to ruin the atmosphere in this particular crypt?
This is the resting place of his forebears. I will wait with his ancestors until I receive news from him.
Sounds logical. Well, it can't last that much longer.
I know.
As much as I'd love to spend more time with you, I have to get going.
Ah!
Oh god. Jag har nog inte tänkt här
A few dust-covered urns, most of them decorated with coats of arms. A double-headed eagle, a badger eating a snake. There's a king's head in orange and blue. And here, a green W in a lozenge. None of which means a thing to me. They mean nothing to me. I guess they must be the family crests of the dead. In there lies one of the ancestors of our watery corpse's fiancé. A tomb like that would have cost a fortune. The dead guy's family must have been loaded. Perhaps that's why she cries so much. There's a small puddle of tears that's collected in this hollow. Weird. By my reckoning, we ought to be standing knee-deep in water. There's a piece of clothing hanging out of the sarcophagus. Looks like leather. I hope there's no one hanging on to it.
Ja. Det var da...
Hey, Gulliver.
Ah, the living one.
Does your body maybe act a little kooky?
No, it doesn't. My body isn't finished yet. Or do you mean the old one? The rotten one in the ground?
I, meant that one there.
Oh, this one. Oh, it's not mine, just borrowed.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Whose body is that, then?
Esther's.
And who is Esther?
No idea. Don't know her. But this is her body. She's helping me until I got mine back. Then we're both going to look for her head.
Esther.
Exactly.
How did you get to know each other, you and Esther's body?
For many years, I was in a grave out there. I chewed my way out of the coffin after my old body gave up the ghost. Then I saw this body outside, stumbling about, headless, knocking over gravestones, running into walls. I thought to myself, this is a sign.
And what you're making there, that's supposed to become your new body?
Exactly. Isn't it excellent?
Yes. Yes, it's, X something.
Unfortunately, the construction drags along a bit. I'll tell you one thing. Never ask a headless zombie to replace your arms if you want to build precision machinery.
I'll make a note of it. What's new? Doesn't all that wailing from that failed swimmer down there really get on your nerves?
Steady on. The young lady is suffering great distress. And she lets it out. Day in, day out. For hours on end.
So what's the story with her missing lover?
He jilted her, cold as ice, raked in her gold, and enjoys a sweet life somewhere down south.
She seems to think differently.
The good woman isn't really in touch with reality. She still believes everything will be resolved one day. She's waiting for him to appear or send her a letter. Anything at all.
Is Wilbur okay? Where have the orcs taken him, and what are they going to do with him?
They've taken him into their camp. That much is clear, but I don't know what they're going to do to him. Could be rather unsavory.
You mean...
Put it like this. If you're concerned about the little one's life, you may soon have one worry less.
I've got to get going. Breathe, feel my heartbeat, that sort of thing.
Don't let me stop you.
Har du noe å se på der?
Mer enn nok.
A grave. There are a lot of them here. I don't know what's supposed to be so special about this one, though. Hey, boss.
Ah, the living one.
And how many of you are there? In the committee, I mean?
The group is still in its early stages. We only have 3 members so far. But the Spirit Union is associated to us, and the Federation of Programmers is thinking about finally going public with their undead status.
What?
Unfortunately, you can't become a member. You're too alive.
Thanks a lot. What are you doing in that thing? And don't tell me it's a fashion statement. I've seen a lot of stuff, but that...
No, nothing like that. A Paladin put this thing on me.
What did you do, insult his sister?
Well, you could put it like that. He put me in the pillory for it, but even then I couldn't keep my mouth shut. That's why the fair lady stabbed me. So I came back as a ghost and kept her awake at night. They sent a ghostbuster after me, and he actually caught me and killed me.
He killed a ghost? Cool guy.
I then came back as the first undead ghost in history.
What?
And messed up the fair lady's wedding. As a result, the Paladin conjured this magical penitence pillory around my neck. Now he's lurking around outside the crypt. I think he'd like to cut me up into little pieces and throw me into the sea.
Pretty nasty. You've hardly done anything to deserve that.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know. I've had a lot of time to reflect, and I'd like to end this feud. It only causes unhappiness.
Why don't you apologize?
I've tried, but the Paladin only wants revenge. He hurled his hammer at me last time.
That thing looks pretty uncomfortable. Can't you get the pillory off somehow?
Would I still be wearing it if I could? You've got no idea how impractical this thing is. Try scratching your nose with it on.
Or go to the bathroom?
Oh, don't remind me. This is a magical pillory. You can't just break it open. It's sealed for eternity. It'll only open when the Paladin forgives me.
So, never then.
Oh, it would seem that way.
I better get going. See ya.
Take care, and remember, we, the undead, are your friends. Rancid-smelling, dead friends.
Zombies, spøkelser, det var noe nytt.
A pot containing some gloopy glue. There's a small stick in it.
I got some glue.
I think it's that unbreakable thread that you hold roast meat together with. There must be a good 10 meters of it on the roll.
Døden bryr seg ikke.
A flattened tube of yellow paint. I don't think there can be much left in it.
Take it anyway.
Aha! There was still a bit in it. I don't need the tube anymore.
Han bare oppbevarer malinga I lomma si eller noe sånt uten tuba.
Looks that way.
This project's not looking all that hopeful in my opinion. The pair of them seem to have some serious communication problems.
Tripping candle.
The candles create the right atmosphere, creepy, yet still with a hint of homeliness. But this one isn't going to burn for much longer if it keeps dropping wax like that.
Noe
The candles, but this...
Nope. Ikke så mye mer enn her. Huh. Hello, Mr. Paladin.
Det hun til hun dame?
A
Esther.
paladin in a pink-colored outfit? That's wrong. Just wrong. Are you a warrior?
No, I can't fight.
Are you a healer?
I can't heal either.
Then you're a paladin.
Huh. What do you want?
What?
Know any good paladin jokes?
Why should anyone make jokes about us? We are the holy soldiers of the light.
In dresses?
This is a tunic.
Sure. You know that men who wear dresses are, as a rule, well, men who wear dresses.
What's that supposed to mean? Just because I wear dresses, use cosmetics, and take a general interest in my appearance?
Ah, so it is a dress.
The modern man is metrosexual.
That's news to me.
Well, my order and I have lifted ourselves up out of the mud in which you and your sort still wallow like pigs. We're cosmopolitan, hip, fashionable. We take care of our appearance and don't downplay our feminine side.
Yeah, whatever. Huh, the wildlands.
Ja.
About the zombie you've stuck in the magical penitence pillory.
What about that maggot? Is he going to give himself up to his fate? Is that cowardly zombie finally going to come out here?
He's really sorry for what he did. He'd like to apologize.
Ugh, laughable. I'll cut him into little pieces and feed him to the fishes.
Nice. But couldn't you maybe forgive him first?
You've spent too much time in that smoky buffalo's tent. I would never forgive someone like that.
Have to go. Man stuff to do.
Ha ha.
Må være Esther.
A head on a pole. What will the Peggy people have to say about that? A gruesome head. Kind of a cheap gimmick, because ultimately...
Ooh!
Ah!
What? What? Is there a spider on me?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Those creepy crawlies drive me mad. Can you imagine what it feels like when they run up your neck and then start nibbling at your eyes from the inside? You can say that again. It's not nice. Damn Paladin. Simply chops my head off.
Hey, stop that nattering. Leave the head alone.
Leave the head alone. Leave the head alone.
That
Talk
you,
to
Esther?
Esther said that.
Mm-hmm.
I've just met your body. It's doing okay, apart from missing its head.
I miss her. I would love to write, but no hands.
Shh! Quiet over there!
Oh.
Ja.